Hey, this is Alan, and today we're going to deal with one of my favorite subjects, young Earth creationism. Let's just say you wanted to present a case for the Earth being very young. Not being very old at all. Let's say you claimed that the Earth was 6,000 years old. How would you go about presenting your case? One of the best ways to succeed in such an endeavor would be to present evidence that is a scientific measurement, which is honest, verifiable by others, easily repeatable by scientists who study such things, and understandable by almost anyone. If the Earth were truly just 6,000 years old, do you think it would be an easy thing to do to come up with such a measurement? Wouldn't there be simple astronomical measurements pointing to such an age? Wouldn't there be simple geological processes and measurements also pointing to such an age? It seems like if the world were really 6,000 years old, that would be a very easy thing to prove, don't you think? Well, you want to know a funny thing about this fact, though? There isn't any evidence. Zero. Zip. Not a shred. And what do you get when you ask pointed questions of young Earth creationist organizations pointing out this rather embarrassing fact? Not only do you get links to the exact same articles over and over again, which give multiple claims to a supposedly young Earth, but not a single measurement of exactly 6,000 years, give or take a few hundred years, or even a couple thousand years. You never get that. You also get insulted almost as a matter of policy. And by the way, all the claims that they link to of a supposedly young Earth have all been debunked and refuted multiple times. One group in particular insults almost anyone who asks a very simple question if it just so happens to fall outside the very scripted and allowable line of inquiry. The Biblical Creationist and Apologetic Ministries Facebook page is the place to go and get abused if you just happen to ask the wrong question. Go ahead, ask them if they have any scientific measurement that points to that 6,000 years of age that they claim, and guess what? You're going to get a link to that same page with all that supposed evidence of a young Earth. But never do you get a single measurement that points to anything even close to 6,000 years of age. They just won't do it. Point that out to them that they never give you a measurement of 6,000 years, and the insults start flying. Would you like to see a few examples of those insults? Because there's plenty. Okay, here they are. An old Earth is described by them as the idea that evolutionists cling to like a fly to manure. Present evidence to them of a multi-billion-year-old universe and you get, so you were there at the beginning with your little notepad? Disagree with their assertion that the Earth is 6,000 years old and you get, your delusional zeal to your atheistic worldview won't allow you to process that reality. Try to reiterate to them multiple times that you're a Christian, you don't believe in evolution, but you do hold to an old Earth position, and here's what you get. They like to label you and talk about your intellectually and morally vacuous evolutionist-based philosophical paradigm. They use that to denigrate your position as inferior to their position, of course. And then this was presented to someone who lives in Europe. Obviously, delusional tendencies run high in today's European secular-tard community. That was followed up by, European left-wing secular-tards have real mental pathological disorders that need to be treated. A secular-tard? What's a secular-tard? And finally, there is this jewel of a meme. It tells the absolute truth of basement atheist keyboard warriors living in their mom's basement and endlessly trolling creationist social media sites. Okay? This was a position they took and used to describe this meme right here posted by the group featuring a dildo, a jar of anal lube, and a picture of Richard Dawkins on the wall with a semen stain on it. Remember, this was from a Christian group. This is how Christians present their case for a 6,000-year-old Earth. And then what happens when you disagree with them? I don't know why, but I'm not very convinced.